Hello and welcome to Deer Farms. We're back with another episode of Deer Creek by Central Ohio Modding. And today we're going to be doing a couple odd jobs here. We're finally going to try and get this header trailer off of the side of the freeway if I can get spun around here without causing too much grief. And then we've got some spraying we need to go get done. And we've got a nice surprise for that too. So let me hop out here, get this trailer all hooked up, hopefully not get run over by this traffic. Oh look, he's gonna wait till I step into the road to run me over. You're gonna honk at me? Go ahead, I'm off the side of the road. Don't honk at me. My goodness, the people are very impatient. All right, we're all hooked up here. I'm gonna pull it off into the field here. Maybe this traffic will move by us and we'll get back up to the farm. All right, we're at the farm. I don't know where we're gonna leave this header trailer for now. Maybe we'll just put it right into this shed here. We'll get ripped around real quick here. I think that's gonna be as good a place as any to park it for the time being. We'll obviously need to come get this out when we're ready to put our headers away for the year. We're gonna have to actually get another header trailer at some point as well, but I'm not too worried about all that right now. Anywhere is better than the side of the road. So let's go ahead and get pulled out here. And we've got quite the surprise today. So after seeing my episode from yesterday where we were spraying with that big ugly hardy sprayer, the gentleman over at Northwest Mods and Edits who did this wonderful Ford truck sent over a John Deere sprayer for us to use here. This is an R4045. This is a private mod for now. This is something he's kind of been working on the side for himself. And I don't know if this is going to get released or not. Just something to hold me over until the big guys get their mods put together and put out here. But I have to say, this is a far step in the right direction over the base game Hardy. So I'm super excited to be able to give this a spin today and see if we can knock some acres out. We've already got some really cool animations and stuff on this, so I'm excited. Plus, it's the right color for this farm. Gotta go with the John Deere. So let's go ahead and run this thing out here. We've got a lot of acres to cover in field 3 today. And I want to jump right into that, see if we can get going with this traffic. This tree gives me kind of a blind spot on the left side traffic, so I'm always nervous about pulling out onto this road. Get our 4-ways on here. I think the entrance to field 3 is technically all the way down on the end. I could just pull into the field here. I think we're going to be better off if I go all the way down to the corner and start our work down there. Oh. It looks like we've got our field entrance right here. So let's go ahead and get this thing unfolded. I think this is going to have quite the boom width. So I'll pull into the field just a little bit more here. We've got some nice hydraulic noises going. Absolutely loving it. We'll get backed up here just a bit. If I turn on the F1 menu, it does look like I've also got my sprayer section control set up, which is awesome. I've got wheel widths and boom setups here. We're going to go wide on the wheels just for the fun of it. We're going to lower this boom down a bit since we don't have any crops we're going after. If we look at the map, I'm obviously in the wrong field right now. How embarrassing. So we're going to go ahead and fold this thing back up and scoot over one field and get into field 3. Here we go. This is looking much better. We've got a corner entrance here on field 3. We'll go ahead and get this all set up again real quick here. Widen out our tires. Hopefully keep the boom out of the fence here. And I think what we're going to do is attempt to run courseplay on this. So let's go ahead and jump into the courseplay menu. On the worker screen here, creating a job, courseplay fieldwork. We're in the right position, it looks like. Let's generate a course. We're going to trust the work width. Field center is up and down. Headland corners of smooth should be fine. 5% overlap is probably good. Let's see what this is going to look like. Yeah, that should be good. It's probably detecting there's more room up here than down here. We forgot to do a headland pass though, so let's get one headland in there. This is a big implement. One headland should be good. There we go. I'm liking that a lot better. So with that, let's get ourselves lined up here with this starting point. Oh, we're gonna clip that telephone pole. Of course we are. Here we go. Just like that. Starting on the first waypoint, tire worker. It's gonna adjust my boom. I didn't want it to do that, but that's all right. We'll live with it. And off he goes. Now we're at a 9 mile an hour capped speed, I think, because of course play. So let's come into the course play settings. And yeah, field work, here we go. I think for this, we can bump it up. I don't know what he's got the speed set at on the sprayer, but I'm gonna put both of these at about 20. I'm gonna put my turn rates at probably 10. My reverse rates at 5. And just like that, it looks like we're cruising along quite a bit better here. We're burning through that herbicide mighty quick, but that's a big field and a wide sprayer. So not totally surprised by that, but we're definitely going to need some refills here at some point. Just glancing at the map here, I'm hoping we make it all the way around the field once, because there's not really anywhere good to reload the sprayer on the back side of this field, I don't think. So I'm going to go ahead and hop out here, make sure course play is going to do its thing. I'm sure getting sprayed with herbicide like that is no big deal. And we're going to get the spray trailer brought out here and parked alongside the road. I'm thinking we've probably got enough herbicide here in order to finish off this field. It's just going to take a handful of reloads to get through all of that field. So we'll see how this goes. At least with this trailer, it's nice and easy to get things refilled. I like having the little pump on the side. I'm still super amused by what a little bit of a sound effect does for me. There's a number of other features with this trailer that I probably forgot to highlight in the previous video, such as the custom trailer icon in the upper left hand corner there for the HUD. I'm digging that. And then the handles and such move when you start pumping. It opens it up and such. I'm really looking forward to, hopefully we'll get a manual attach type mod where you've got the, I said manual attach, but the hoses that were released back in the day, the manure system hoses. Something like that would be really cool in Farm Sim 22 as well, I think. So we're definitely pulling a little hard with these tanks full up those little hills. So we're watching our gears here and gearing up to go a little bit faster as we can. I'm enjoying the fact that all of our trucks aren't instantly able to go max speed under all situations. You do have to play with the transmissions a little bit here. So that's working out pretty well. And I'm trying to think what the best way is going to be to line this up alongside the field so that we can refill that sprayer. I think we're going to have to get whipped around here because our fill point is on the left side of the trailer here. So we'll turn in here, let this traffic by, and see if I can sneak right back out here, and we'll park this thing in between a couple of these telephone poles. This traffic is completely crazy though. We'll turn our blinker on. That way if anybody comes up behind us, they know we're trying to get over. There we go. Just like that. Hopefully we're not going to block any traffic here. I'm curious to see if this blue car keeps by. Good deal. All right. I think we're all set up here. Let's go check on the sprayer. We're at about 50% capacity here. Looks like we're just getting to the back side of this field. So that's about halfway around. We'll probably not quite make it to the road with the turns and stuff here. I think we're going to waste a little bit of spray on each of these turns. So I'm expecting we'll maybe get back to the main road, but not quite to the corner. But at least we'll be close to being on the right side of the field when we run out of spray here. I'm going to let this guy do his thing. And I think it's been a minute since we've checked in on our Ripper and the whole plowing situation. If we jump over here and just check in on him, it looks like we're doing a pretty good job. He's already moved out of that bottom section of the field. So I think all of that field that we see to the south of us there, that's all been plowed. And we've moved up here into the main section by the farm. So we're making good progress with the headlands and such done. I think we're probably close to half done now. If we pop open the map here, Yeah, I mean, there's a good chunk left here, but it's all nice and long rows, a lot less turning around than we had down here. I think we're probably about halfway done ripping this field, which honestly hasn't been too bad. I was worried with how long this was going to take, but man, I have to say the new courseplay is just champing things out. We didn't have to fix any crashes or anything with all these turns on this jagged field. This guy's just going to town, so I'm happy right now. We're doing our thing, and we're definitely going to get done with this ripping well before we get into spring, especially because we've got a few more fields up here that we're going to take some harvest contracts on, especially 7 and 10 are a lot smaller than the fields that we've done already, so we're going to be hopping into those at some point. And yeah, assuming the contracts come up. In the short term, though, the spraying contract, this should net us quite a bit of money. I mean, we're already 20% done with this contract. So let's jump back over to it and see if we're going to make it down to the end of the road here. So it looks like we actually did make it around the headland pass here. So we're at 11% left. I'm going to go ahead and stop the worker right here. And we're going to try and refill our sprayer without having to fold everything back up. Hoping I can just pull up here and then hop on out here. We do need to fire up the semi. If I start the pump up here, we get our overload to the sprayer. We're going to pump as much in as we can. And as you can see down here, the handles have opened, so we're pulling spray out. I believe if I can hop out, if I'm not mistaken, we're currently pulling from the back trailer. So you can see this handle is open and this handle is open where this handle here is closed. And so if we switch here and I close off the motor, you can see that handle closed. So with our sprayer all filled back up here, I think what I want to do is attempt to start this guy back off right where he was. So if I change this to nearest waypoint and hire this worker, he should just start going to town. And I'm really hoping as we get up here, we're going to start doing the up and down rows. Yes, he is going to turn off the spray when he's traveling to the next turn in here. I was a little bit worried about it. Now, the question is where are we going? It looks like we're going to start way down on the other side of the field and work our way down this way. So that's all right with me. I think at this point, spraying's going to take a minute. Let's go ahead and jump into a little bit of a montage while we wrap up this job. Well, it's been quite a bit of spraying here, but we have just finished up the contract here. We're on our very last pass, and so we're going to finish off this pass and shut this sprayer down here. I'm super excited. This sprayer worked really well for us. Another super thank you to Northwest Mods and Edits for sharing kind of a private project he's been working on here. Hopefully we're going to see some cool mods like this coming out at some point here in the not so distant future, but in the short term, I was happy to help him do a little bit of testing. And in the meantime, I'm also excited about the fact that our plowing is getting done. You can see our 9RX over there in the distance. Yeah, he's already working on heading back down on these rows. And so you can see the plowing areas here. He's got a different section up here for the short rows that he'll do, but all these lines where the lime is starting to double up, that's him heading back down the rows towards the middle because we skipped 2 rows on this platform to give him a nice wide turn. And so we're more than halfway done with what's remaining of the field here. So, you know, if we add all that up, that's probably like 75% of the way done with this field. We do one more job of some kind here, and I think we're finally going to be wrapping up on that plowing job. Either way, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, hit that like button. That's all for today. Ketterk out. Blah, 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 blah.